So in this video, we should be able to send images over to our AI, and then we should get answers for the prompts that we ask it to do, right? So we can quickly put this image here, and then we can ask. Okay, so I'm trying to upload an image of a basketball player, and I can ask, what is this, right? And then it should give us the answer that we're looking for, right? So right now you can see that the image is loading. Once the image is done loading, we should be able to ask our question, right? So okay, so this is the image, right? So we can just hit enter, and then we'll get the answer for what we're looking for. Okay, so after a while, okay, so you can see that it says this is the photo of a man holding a basketball. He is wearing a basketball jersey and has a tattoo on his arm. Okay, so we can try this again with another photo and say, so you can see that the photo is being uploaded, and we can ask, what do we do here? So you can ask, what do we do here, right? Let's scroll down. Ask, what do we do here? So just hit enter. So you can see that it says this is a picture of a bookstore. There are shelves full of books and some books are on the floor. The picture is likely taken from a perspective of a customer browsing the books. Right, so yeah, that is basically what we're supposed to be doing in this video. So let's not waste too much time and just get to it. Alright, so right now we know that we can work with text inside our application. Hey, what is your name? Your name. And we'll get an answer from that, right? So yeah, now that we have been able to work with text, I want us to quickly work on the image recognition feature. I mean, that's why we have this. So in order for us to be able to work with the image recognition feature, let's not do much, and let's first of all go to the documentation, right? So this is the documentation that we have here, and now as you can see inside this doc, yeah, I mean, yeah, before we were here, so yeah, all we have to do is just scroll down. So you can see that generate text from text image input. That's what you are going to have to look at over here, right? So basically, you see this whole function here, right? um what we are trying to do is we are basically trying to take the original file that we are trying to upload, right? And then we take the the object part of that, the part of it where Google Gemini can recognize, right? So if this, like for example this one, right, we'll take that part of it and then we send it to the Gemini API, and it will basically convert it into whatever it converts it to, reads it, and then will provide as it will give us an output, right? That is basically what we're going to be doing. So nothing really complicated. We are really going to move fast in this one. So first of all, what we need to understand here is this is not React. This is actually a new JS application, right? But we would want to convert this whole thing to React. Okay, now you can try to do that with your own Gemini that you built over here, right? You can try to do that here, right? But let's not waste too much time and let's just get to it. All right, so first of all, I'll just copy this function here, right? Yeah, we can copy this function, and we can come here and say we can say something like, I need to convert this to React, and then you see something. So basically, so as you can see, we are first of all getting this file, right? and then you can see that we are having something like an inline data here, and then you can see that we are working with a file reader, right? So I mean, that's basically what we're supposed to be working with, right? So let's not waste too much time. What we can quickly do is we can copy this one, right? Let's copy this one. Let's copy this one, okay? And then we'll make like some small changes to fit our project, okay? So I don't know the results that Gemini is going to give you in your application, but in case Gemini doesn't give you something that you really understand, you can just ignore that and just follow the project, all right? So we can come here and we'll go to the upload. We'll go to the upload here, and then over here we can just paste this. Okay, now we once we have this thing, right, we are going to change a few things, right? Now what are we going to change? First of all, we are going to store a few things. So let's first of all start by creating a file variable. So const file, and then inside this file variable we are going to take the evt dot target dot files, and then we are going to take the first file. Okay, so once we have this, what are we going to do next? We are going to take this reader and store it. So we take this reader and then we create a new file reader here, okay, and then this place we can make it unload end, okay, right? Then right after that, we don't need this. Okay, we don't need this. And just take this off as well. And then for this particular place, this particular place especially, let's just so we don't get confused, let me just clean this, okay? Then inside the unload end and then the function that we are having, what we'll do is we take the set image that we have, right? So first of all, we want to maintain everything that is inside it, okay? We want to take everything that is inside it, maintain it, and then change a few things. So as usual, we want to take the is loading. Okay, let's not waste too much time. We can just copy this and then paste it here, right? Then we just do the extra changes. So what is the extra change? The extra change is you're going to pass a new object here, or object key here, which is AI data, and then right inside it we are going to set the right inside it you are going to set the inline data, okay? So we are going to set the inline data that you saw that we have there, right? Okay, so this inline data is going to be what? It's going to have this data key, right? Because if we go back, you see data and mean type, right? So let's go back to the project. So data, and then this data is going to be the reader dot results dot split, all right? And then we have the bracket. We are basically going to split the results and then take the second part of this result, which that's what ChatGPT, sorry, that's what Gemini is looking for. I don't know why I keep saying ChatGPT, but yeah, guess we keep using it more than everything else. So yeah, then we have the mean type here. Then over here we are going to just set it to the file type, right? So file dot type. Okay, so now that we have this all set up, and we've been able to set it up like almost like how our Gemini AI gave to us, right? What we are going to quickly do is we are going to go to the new prompt. Right now you realize that we added a new field here, so we need to make sure that that field is available, right? Let's make sure it is available over here by adding it. So AI data, and then an empty object. So now it's available. Okay, now we've been able to set this up, right? But we need to make sure that uh, AI generation or results generation function from the AI actually recognizes that we are trying to passing an image, right? Now, but before we passing the image, we want to check, or before we passing the input, we want to check for a few things. Now, we want to check whether we are passing in both an image and a text. But if you are not passing in both an image and a text, we just send only the text, right? Now, how do we make sure that we do those checks? We can use the object entries. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Now, inside this one, this side, what we are going to do is we take this object.entries here, right? And then we open up this quick bracket here, right? And then we'll take the image dot what? We take the image dot AI data, okay? Then we are basically going to close this and take the length of this, okay? Take the length of this, and then we will come here, take the image dot AI data and the text, right? Right, so that means if there's an image available, we take the image data and the text. But if there isn't, we just take the text, right? So now that we've been able to set this up, we want to make sure that after the result has been generated, we are cleaning up the set image object, right? So set image, have to clean it up. So we'll do that by taking, so basically we just come here, and then come and copy this, right? So copy this, and we'll paste it. Okay, so let's go ahead and test image generation or image recognition. So for that, we'll go open this browser, can refresh the browser real quick, and then I'll just select one random image out of the downloads. So let's pick this one with a box. Then I'll say what is this? Okay, so as you can see, it has given us the answer. This is a photo of a bookstore. There are shelves full of books and a few books on the floor, right? Quite simple and impressive. We can try again with another photo. So like I have this other photo. I think we can take this man in the basketball. Okay, so the image is loading. Okay, so we can see that we have a man holding the basketball, right? Now I want us to ask that, what do you think he is about to do? Okay, then we just send. Okay, okay. So you can see that our image generation, image recognition, basically is working like how we expect it to. But as you can see, the way we keep having to work with this, it seems a little too inefficient. Like it seems a little bit inefficient. So the next thing that we want to be able to work on is this typing animation that when you search for something in any of these AI apps or AI web apps, the way they make the AI type it out, right? Because like it's like you have to wait for everything to load up at once, right? Which might not be what you might be looking for exactly. So we want to create like this typing animation whilst like all the things come out word by word, right? So in order for us to be able to do that and not confuse ourselves, I'm moving that into the next episode, right? And then at the end of the day, we would be storing all of these responses inside a database so that regardless of wherever we are, we can still retrieve them. All right. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.